Yo, 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 what's up, guys? How's it going? This is German Fernandez, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fold this origami airplane. Okay, so before we start, do not forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. One good thing about subscribing is that it'll notify you as soon as I release a new tutorial, which I pretty much happen to do almost on a daily basis, so don't miss out and subscribe now. Alright guys, so this is the airplane we're going to be folding today. I'm not sure if you guys read it on the title or not, but this is one of my original designs. This is an airplane that I came up with, and I don't know what to call it, so I just call it airplane number 9. But yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome, and it actually flies pretty good. So let's grab one sheet of paper, and mine's going to measure 11 by 8.5 inches, so yours should as well. Once you got that, let's go ahead and start. So fold this bottom left corner towards the top left, making sure that this bottom edge right here aligns nicely with the top. And remember guys, like I always mention on every video, make sure to take your time on every fold. It is very important to get them as accurate as you can. So let's go ahead and crease it down. Now we want to go ahead and open it back up. And now what we want to do is fold this bottom left corner towards the top right edge, making sure that this edge right here aligns nicely with the top one. Alright, so once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once it's nicely creased down, we want to open this flap back up. And now we want to fold this top left corner towards the end of the crease right here, so that this edge right here aligns nicely with the bottom edge. So let's go ahead and get those aligned. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open it back up. Once you've done that, what we want to do is flip over the piece of paper. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this upper left corner right here and fold it towards this crease, making sure that this edge aligns nicely with these two creases. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once you're done creasing it, let's go ahead and open this flap back up. What we want to do now is flip over the piece of paper. And once you've done that, with our index finger, we want to push down in this middle section. As you'll notice, it'll pop up. And what we want to do is push these edges towards this middle crease. So let's go ahead and push them inwards, just like that. And then with our other hand, we're just going to push this part down. And it should fold in our existing creases, so we're not like creating new creases by doing this. Alright, so once you've done that, let's go ahead and flip over the piece of paper towards the right, just like that. Okay, now let's grab this right side flap and flip it towards the left. Once you've done that, we want to fold this corner right here towards the middle crease, making sure that this edge right here aligns nicely with the middle crease. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once it's nicely creased, what we want to do is grab this bottom flap and flip it towards the right. Now, you'll notice there's a little pocket right here. Let me go ahead and spread those two layers apart. So once they're spread apart, what we want to focus on, they can't be together like this, they got to be spread apart, just like that. So what we want to do is align this crease towards the bottom crease. So slowly start just pushing it down. I like to work my way from the top to the bottom. So now let's go ahead and align these two sections. Once they're nicely aligned, just like this, go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once it's nicely creased, you see this crease right here? There'll be a flap on the left. We want to go ahead and move it towards the right. So if yours looks like this, you got this little flap, then you're doing a good job. Let's go ahead and set it towards the right. Now what we want to do is fold along the crease, the existing crease, and bring it towards the left, just like that. Now let's go ahead and flip this flap towards the right, and let's grab this other flap and flip it towards the right as well. And now once you've done that, we're going to repeat the same steps we did to this little wing but to the left. Okay, so we're going to fold this corner towards the middle crease, making sure that this top left edge right here aligns nicely with the middle crease. Once they're nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and flip this flap towards the left. And same thing, we want to open this pocket up a little bit so that the both layers spread apart from each other. So once you've done that, make sure to first work your way from the top, so flatten that part down, then align this crease with the bottom crease right here. So take your time and align them nicely. Once they're nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once you've done that, let's use our existing crease right here and flip this flap towards the left. There we go. And now once you're done with that, we're going to use our existing crease as well, this one right here, and flip the other flap towards the right. So bringing all the layers together and turning them towards the right, just like that. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and flip this flap towards the left. Alright, so once you've done that, what we want to do is go ahead and flip over the piece of paper. And now we want to fold this edge right here towards the middle crease, making sure they align nicely. Once they align, go ahead and crease it down. Now once you've done that, let's go ahead and open this section back up towards the right and do the same thing we did here but to the left. So what we want to do is fold this edge right here towards our middle crease, making sure they align nicely. Once they're nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and open this flap back towards the left. There you go. Now what we want to do is go ahead and flip over the piece of paper, and we want to fold this right corner towards the top, making sure that this bottom edge aligns with the middle crease. Once they're nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once you're done with that, we want to fold this corner towards this right corner right here. So let's take our time and align them as nicely as we can. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so now for the next step, we want to open this flap back up, and we want to grab it and create a crease right here at this right side corner. So we're just going to crease it down very little. Once it's creased down just like that, what we want to do is align this edge right here towards the end of this crease right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so once you got it aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Then we're going to open it back up, and you'll notice there's two creases that meet up right there in the middle. What we want to do is fold this flap downwards so that this edge aligns with this edge, and that it creates a crease right along those two creases where they meet up. So right down the middle. Alright, so you see how this aligns? We're going to go ahead and push this a little bit like that and then crease it down. Then we want to open it back up, and using our existing crease, we want to fold this corner towards this right side. Alright, there you go. So now that we've done that, let's repeat the same steps to this side. We want to fold this corner towards the top, making sure that the edge aligns nicely with the middle crease. Once you do so, go ahead and crease it down. Then let's fold this top corner towards this bottom left corner. Once you align them nicely, crease it down, and then open the flap back up. So let's open it up, and now what we want to do is grab this section and fold this crease towards this bottom section right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Once it's nicely aligned just like this, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open it back up. And right in the middle of that X where those two creases meet, we want to fold this part down. We're creating a crease right across there. So this edge should align with that edge. So let's go ahead and fold it downwards, right in the middle of the X. And then just crease it down. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and open it back up. And using our existing crease right here, we're going to fold this top right corner towards the left. Alright, so once you've done that, we want to go ahead and flip this towards the left. Once you've done that, we want to go ahead and fold this corner towards our middle crease, making sure that this edge right here aligns nicely with the middle crease. So go ahead, take your time, and align those nicely. And while you're aligning them, you'll notice there's like a little flap popping upwards. Don't worry about that. Just go ahead and just crease down this section right here. So crease this little part and this top section. Now once you've done that, then we'll start working the flap. So using our existing creases, we're going to go ahead and push it downwards, making sure that those left two sides align nicely. So once you've done that, go ahead and crease it down, and this is what yours should look like. Just like that. So if it looks like this as well, then you did a great job. So now let's repeat the same steps we did here, but to the left. Now let's flip this part towards the right. Now what we want to do is fold this corner towards the middle crease, making sure that this edge aligns nicely with the middle crease. Alright guys, while we're aligning these, it's just like the other side. We'll have that little flap just popping upwards. Don't worry about it, just crease around it. So just crease the bottom side just like that, and then the top. And now once you've done that, then you want to go and use the existing creases and fold that section down, making sure that it aligns nicely with the back one. So if they align just like this bottom section, then you did a great job. Now let's go ahead and flip it towards the left. Now we want to open this section up towards the right, just like that, and then flip this section towards the right as well. Now let's repeat the same step to the left side. Let's open it up towards the left, and then towards the left. Alright, so once you've done that, this is what yours is supposed to look like. Just like that. So now what we want to do is create a crease from this upper corner right here to this bottom corner right there. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line with a ruler and a pen. That way you guys could have a better idea of where we're going to be folding this. So that line right there, we'll create a valley fold and fold it towards the left. Just like that. Align them nicely, crease it down, and then flip it upwards. Just like that. So now we're going to repeat the same steps that we did here, but to the left. So same thing. We want to create a crease from this corner right here to this bottom corner. So like I said, I'm going to draw a line so you guys can have a better visual of where we're creating the crease. And then we want to create a valley fold right along that crease. So let's go ahead and crease that towards the right. Alright, so once you've done that, let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to create a crease using the same angle on this side. So from this corner to this bottom section, making sure it's at the same angle as the left crease that I just showed you. So once you got them nicely aligned at that same angle, go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once you've done that, let's go ahead and do the same thing to the left side. So what we want to do is create a crease at the same angle as this crease right here. So from this edge to the bottom section right there. So let's go ahead and do that. And then just crease it down. And as you see, this crease right here is aligned at the same angle as that one. So now we're going to open it back up just like that. And now what we want to do is fold this in half, creating a valley fold. And then using our existing crease, we're going to bring this section down, and we're going to do the same thing to the back side. Once you've done that, and it looks like this, what we want to do next is right along this edge, we want to fold this section down. So not both of them, just one. Once you've done that, you'll notice there's a lot of layers of paper, so it's going to be a little harder to crease. But once you've done that, we're going to repeat the same steps we did here, but to the back side. So let's go ahead and use this existing edge to fold this towards the back. Alright, so once you've done that, make sure to crease it down nicely. Okay, so once you creased it, let's go ahead and open the wings back up. And then let's go ahead and fix the little flaps. So we want to flip these so that they're pointing straight up. And same thing to these back ones. Alright, now for the final step, what we want to do is open the middle section up and push upwards, creating a crease similar to these. So we're going to be creating a mountain fold. So as you see, I'm pushing this up and then I'm grabbing the right side and pull it in upwards, just like that. So then the bottom section, you'll see that it's doing this. So go ahead and crease it down from the bottom. And there you go. And that's what yours should look like. So let me open it back up so you guys could see. So what you want to do is push it up and create a crease just like that. Alright guys, so that was the final fold. So if your piece looks just like this, that means you did a great job and congratulations. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. And if you enjoyed the video, might as well like it as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.